And that's when they realised that her dead friend had mutated into a bear. What begins as a scientific mission into an unexplained phenomenon slowly unravels into a haunting nightmare of mutation, identity, and some of the most mesmerising cosmic horror ever put to film. Annihilation is a chilling sci-fi about self-destruction, transformation, and the terrifying unknown. But the question I'm left asking is, how disturbing is Annihilation? Welcome back to another episode of How Disturbing, the show where we try to find the greatest disturbing films of all time. And today, we're looking at 2018 sci-fi horror, Annihilation. Obviously, we're going to be looking at some disturbing scenes, so viewer discretion is advised, and this is also your big fat spoiler warning. Having said that, let's go and watch Annihilation. As the film opens, we see something otherworldly blasting through our atmosphere and smashing into a remote lighthouse. We're then introduced to cellular biologist Lena, whose husband Kane went missing on a scientific expedition about 1 year ago. While painting her bedroom at home one night, Kane randomly reappears.
See something certain to tell you. Confusion has its cause.
Lena quizzes him about where he's been.
How long have you been back?
I don't know.
How'd you get back? What base did you fly into?
But Kane can't seem to answer any questions about where he's been, or, well, anything.
You must be able to tell me something. You vanished off the face of the earth for 12 months. I deserve a better explanation than no explanation.
Doesn't matter.
Lena can't quite put her finger on it, but there's something not quite right about her husband Kane. Oh, and also, he's not feeling very well.
I don't feel very well.
On the way to the hospital, Kane deteriorates quickly.
Stay with me, baby. I'm right here with you.
Male 31 hemorrhage in seizure.
Stay with me, baby. I love you.
At the same time, the ambulance is stopped by police cars and Lena is abducted by the officers.
What's going on? What are you doing? You can't move him!
Let him go! Let him go! Let him go!
She awakens in some kind of custody and is quickly questioned about her husband's mysterious return.
Where is my husband?
Yeah, I'd like to talk about Sergeant Kane. When did he arrive back home?
I want to see a lawyer.
You're not going to be able to see a lawyer.
Lena is then led to the balcony of this facility and introduced to a giant force field style area being referred to as the Shimmer. She learns from Dr. Ventress that everybody sent into the Shimmer to investigate it, well, they failed to return, with the exception of her husband Kane, who is the only one.
Since then, we've approached by land, by sea, sent in drones, animals, and teams of people. But nothing comes back.
The following day, Lena is introduced to 3 other scientists, Cassie, Anya, and Josie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You all been here a long time? Yeah, right from the start.
Along with Dr. Ventress, these women will make up the next team to investigate the Shimmer and make their way to the lighthouse at the centre.
You want to come with us?
I can't do anything from here.
Soldier scientist.
The following day, the group of women arrive at the edge of the shimmer. And all 5 of them trepidatiously enter through the outer wall. The next thing we see are the women awakening in their camp, but mysteriously, none of them have any memory of setting it up.
Oh, you're finally awake.
Gotta give me a second. I'm a little disoriented.
Join the club. You don't remember setting up camp, do you?
I don't remember anything.
Even worse, they figure out that they've been there for 3 days, and none of them have any recollection of what has happened.
And we did a food inventory. From the depletion, it looks like we've been out here for at least 3 or 4 days.
It's not possible.
That's what I said.
As they venture towards the lighthouse, Lena discovers that all of the plant life is, well, mutating into one another.
Well, they're all so different. To look at them, you wouldn't say that they're the same species. But they're growing from the same branch structure. So it has to be the same species. It's the same plant.
They stop to explore a boat shed, which turns out to be a terrible idea because Josie is attacked.
Anything interesting in there?
No, it's been long abandoned, maybe even before.
Radek?
Radek!
After a struggle, the other women manage to rescue her.
Hey, grab my shoulder!
Get her! Come on!
I got her! You're good, you're good. Okay.
The entire crew are then attacked by a giant alligator, but luckily, Lena is able to kill it.
Shepard! Shepard, watch out! Holy fuck!
Upon investigation, the alligator, much like the flowers, is drastically mutated.
Whoa. It's exactly the same as the flowers. Look at the teeth. Concentric rows. Something here is making giant waves in the gene pool.
The group venture forth and eventually happen upon an abandoned military base.
There's beds and bags. You think people are here?
We're here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the past tense.
Inside, they come across a recording which has been left over from Kane's expedition. In the recording, we see a man getting his stomach cut open to reveal that his intestines are slithering around like snakes.
There.
Ugh, that's fucking disgusting. Anyways, they decide to hold up in the base overnight. Once again though, this turns out to be a terrible idea, as Cass is attacked in the middle of the night by a mutated bear.
Shepard! Shepard! What's going on? Shepard was just next to me and something took her.
The group can only watch on as she's dragged off into the darkness of the forest.
Oh, fuck! Shepard!
Boop, dead.
Boop. Dead.
The following morning, the group continues on towards the lighthouse through a swamp. They reach a small village where they discover that the plants there have taken on strange humanoid shapes.
They've grown this way.
It doesn't make any sense. I think it does.
They enter a house in hopes that they might find Cass, but also to take shelter overnight. The women awake in the very early hours of the morning, and Anya, who has lost her mind to paranoia, has the other girls bound and gagged.
I didn't actually see a bear. And neither did Josie. The only people who saw a bear were Lena and Ventress. So nothing's confirmed. Everything's on their word. Everything's on Lena's word.
And out of nowhere, we hear Cass screaming for help from the forest.
Oh, Cass. You said she was dead.
Anya then rushes off into the darkness to rescue her. The remaining group begin to free themselves, but as they do, well, this happens. The mutated bear monster then enters the room and approaches. And as it does, it cries out for help in Cass's voice. So I'm guessing that Cass has been somehow absorbed into the body of the mutant bear creature. Ew. Anyway, Anya returns and attacks it, but it also attacks back and kills her, ripping half of her face off. Boop, dead.
Boop, dead.
After the attack, Dr. Ventress, who has been keeping the fact that she has cancer a secret, decides to leave the other two and go on alone.
If I don't reach the lighthouse soon, the person that started this journey won't be the person that ends it. I want to be the one that ends it.
The following morning, it's revealed that Josie is being refracted into a plant and she's slowly dying.
Imagine dying frightened and in pain and having that as the only part of you which survives. I wouldn't like that at all.
She decides to leave Lena and succumb to her transformation.
Ventress wants to face it. You want to fight it. But I don't think I want either of those things.
And I guess it's now pretty obvious how those plant-shaped humans from earlier came to be.
Josie!
Boop, dead.
Boop, dead.
Lena, now the only member left over from the original group, continues on towards the lighthouse, and well, eventually, she arrives. She enters the lighthouse and is shocked to discover a giant butthole in the floor, created by whatever came in from space. She finds yet another video camera inside, and watching the tape, She learns that Kane actually died in the lighthouse, and the Kane that returned to her was definitely not her husband at all, but rather something in his place. She climbs down into the butthole and is shocked to discover Dr. Ventress.
Our bodies and our minds will be fragmented into their smallest parts until not one part remains.
After telling Lena that all hope is indeed lost, Dr. Ventress slowly explodes into a cloud of shimmer. Boop, dead.
Boop. Dead.
The cloud then bizarrely transforms into a humanoid-style creature. Lena attempts to flee, but is pinned against the door by the entity. Titty. She watches on in horror as the creature begins to transform into, well, her. Finding a grenade left over from Kane's previous expedition, she allows it to discharge in the creature's hand and quickly flees. A massive implosion follows, and the entire shimmer just dissipates, ultimately seeming as though it's destroyed itself. And that's the end. Happy Hanukkah. Annihilation was released in 2018, and in Australia it received an MA15+ rating. The visual effects are obviously Annihilation's strongest weapon. They're breathtakingly beautiful, yet deeply unnerving at the same time. Every single frame feels meticulously composed, with a colour palette that constantly shifts the mood without you even noticing. It's definitely the kind of film that really hypnotises you. I was completely absorbed from the opening scene, and before I knew it, the credits were rolling. Annihilation is disturbingly beautiful in a way that very few other films manage to do. It trusts the audience enough not to drown them in exposition, giving the backstory just enough room to breathe before pulling you straight back into the nightmare. And this balance is almost surgical. The sound design also deserves just as much praise. The score doesn't simply accompany the visuals, no, it mutates right along there with them, blurring the line between music, ambience, and outright dread. By the time the finale arrives, the audio has evolved into something genuinely otherworldly. I've seen hundreds of films, and I honestly can't think of another climax that sounds quite like it. By the end, Annihilation doesn't really feel like a film that you've watched. It almost feels like a film that you've survived. Strange, intelligent, beautiful, and yet quietly terrifying. Right, there's a spreadsheet behind me, which means it's time to find out where Annihilation sits amongst its brethren of disturbing films. First of all, I'm going to give it a rating for just how good I thought it was as a film out of 100, and I think Annihilation has earned itself a 58.9. Yeah, it was pretty good. Next up, I'm going to go to the most popular movie review sites to see what you guys think, and you guys are giving Annihilation a film rating of 73.8. Yeah, you liked it a bit more than I did. Next up, we're going to combine those two ratings to get an average of 66.4 out of 100, and now we're going to rate Annihilation for exactly how disturbing we found it. And well, I'm going to give it a 46.8 out of 100. There was definitely some unsettling scenes in there. So now we're going to combine our disturbing rating with our combined film rating, and we're left with an ultimate disturbing rating for Annihilation of 56.6. Cool. Alright, we're going to bring in the grand spreadsheet here. There it is. And with a ultimate score of 56.6, it looks like Annihilation has found itself at position number 22. Yeah, that's right. We think that Annihilation had a slightly better average than We Need to Talk About Kevin, but a slightly worse average than Dead Girl. Hey, thanks for watching another episode of How Disturbing. I'm the host, Billy Bogues, and ask yourself, are you a jerk? Because if you're not a jerk, you will probably like and subscribe. And on top of that, if you've got something that you'd like promoted or sold on this channel, just get in touch with me via the comments, because I'm keen to do that for you for free. Anyway, having said all that, it's time for me to glitch out of here. Peace!